slavery have to pass and be cut in its essence. Was that not also one of the human rights laws? Slavery have to be abolished forever in its whole. Slave trade have to be abolished. Slavery have to be destroyed. I know it is a human rights law, but it can also be acceptable for other living sentient beings and also for other earthlings. You have to only a little be not a speciesist or a monstrous fool and see that it can easily be put to other living beings. Even if it been a little bit, because the slavery of other animals caused also the slavery in poor countries, because they don't can eat, because we steal their food and we give them too little for in return. Slavery is slavery. Slavery is a system why other living beings, being forced to work in one system. In one system without compromise and with little to no care for them. And only profit for the owners. The two-legged devils. Think occasional on the suffering where you spare yourself the sight. I've been so sick of any of the disgusting excuses that people always make. Oh, protein! Where I get my protein from? I challenge you now to try to make excuses for not becoming vegan, instead to make excuses for becoming vegan. It is not hard. If you watch it from the animal's position, if you step in for one moment out of your circle of your programming and look what they are being to eat. Rice, tomatoes, a lot of vegetables. You can eat a lot of things. You can make also a lot of things. From the plants products, you only have to stop with eating meat, dairy, eggs and some processed products. But also a lot of processed products being vegan. And then you say, more expensive. Vegan is more expensive, more expensive. Since when is a bag with potatoes or one bag with bananas more expensive than meat, dairy and eggs? I can eat I can for 2 days eat for $5 America dollars. 2 days. How much days can you live on $5? Unsubstantiated stuff. If you live in the poorest place on the earth, the poorest place in the people world, they live on plants products only. Period. Because that's the most cheapest way to live. I've in the description below one study that show that actually that in the study there put people on, students on extremely poverty budget, and you have to know what there is. Vegan, of course, being the most cheapest way. If you eat some blueberries or some vegan burgers, yes, it can in some cases be a lot more expensive. But that happen not very. If you eat things that's been, most likely you eat in actually. When I was 12, I have give up meat actually, and dairy also a little bit later, because the reason is actually I watched in my village one dairy farm, and I see that cows being put with a neck between metal objects so that their nut can move a lot. And that remembers me on some parts of history class where the slaves been put with metal objects between their nose so that the slave masters can control them more easily. And then they put a little, that's actually what I do. That's what the slave masters have done with the slaves. They put a nose ring between the noses of some slaves that been not so easy handled. And then they put them on side if their slaves don't listen. So that they force me to listen to the slave master. Very funny, is it not? Same tactics that we use on animals have we also used on each other. We have make them more painful on other living beings before we use them on humans. Human slavery was small if you compare it to the slavery of animals. The human Holocaust was small if you place it with the animal Holocaust. We murder any year at least 1,600 land animals and 1,900 marine animals. In the whole slavery, we murder on around, in the whole slavery, time of the slavery, we murdering around 10,000 Native Americans in the time of the Holocaust. We have murdered around 12,000 Jews and mentally retarded people and Jews, and yes, that's been the numbers. That's what we only have done in 1 year. In 1 year, we murder as one psychopathic species around 10,000, 150 billion innocent animals. 150 billion innocent animals in 1 year alone. That's not only violent commodification and pure evil. Why? Say that it's been okay. Is murder not always murder? Is Holocaust not always Holocaust? Is rape not always evil and must be destroyed forever? Why we make always weak, disgusting excuses to defend our selfish traditions and beliefs? Is it not time that we stand up, take responsibility for our actions and become a vegan? Instead that we play dumb, play selfish and become and be the beings that we despise, if we being the victims. If there come a group of beings from another planet, beings that consider themselves as superior to you, if you find yourself to other animals, want you to give them anything that you think that you have the right on other animals. Think you that you, once you don't give them the right to commodificate you, to turn you in a product, like TVs, like computers, like cell phones. I think not. Compassion is for any living being what is for nothing. You don't can choose how to be kind to or who to be kind. That's not how it works. You being kind around the table, or you be not. That's discrimination if you don't do that. There's a definition of discrimination. Choosing and picking how to be kind and who to be kind. Without reasoning. Pure stupidity in its essence. It's just easy. I can do it, anybody can do it. I mean, not so extremely special in that side. You have only to stop with making excuses. And think this. I don't want to be treated like nothing, like an object. Like TVs, cell phones, and kind of things like this. So I don't do it to others. That make you a hero. Want you not to be a hero? To innocent living beings. That nothing harmed you once in the whole life. If you hold the status quo just the way it been, but make you better than the killer, the rapists, tormentors. Nothing. Vegans being more superior if you use superiority as a substitute for morality. If you being so I believe, more superior than a rapist, then you can easily see that somebody that's better than a rapist, if they not rape, if you don't murder, torture, rape other animals, of course you've been better than the one that pay for the torture, rape and murder for other animals. Moral standpoints make you better than other living beings that don't have moral standpoints. And if you don't understand that, sorry, then I don't can help you. Jump from a rock and spare the whole world in a lot of trouble. When darkness and light become one, the reality splinter away and the true become visible.